Julia Fox just took Halloween to a place no one expected, and maybe no one asked for. The actress, known for her wild fashion risks, stepped out in a costume that had jaws dropping and Twitter on fire. Instead of spooky or glamorous, Julia went straight for historically disturbing, dressing as a blood-soaked Jackie Kennedy on the very day President John F. Kennedy was assassinated. Photos from the event spread online within hours, and the internet split in two. Some called it brilliant performance art. Others said it was beyond disrespectful. Either way, Julia Fox managed to do what she does best, turn shock into conversation. But what made this costume so controversial? And why are people calling it one of the most offensive celebrity Halloween looks in years? Let's break down what really happened and why everyone's still talking about it. On October 30th, Julia Fox showed up at the Cursed Amulets Halloween party in New York City and instantly stole every headline. Her outfit? A chilling recreation of First Lady Jackie Kennedy's iconic pink suit, the same one she wore on the day of the JFK assassination in 1963. Julia wore a soft pink two-piece suit, a matching pillbox hat, white gloves, and even a short black wig to complete the look. But what really stunned everyone was the fake blood splattered across the outfit, a clear reference to that horrific day in Dallas. She carried a small black handbag, posed confidently for photos, and later shared the look on her Instagram stories as if it were just another bold fashion statement. At first glance, it might have looked like another edgy costume from Julia, but the symbolism behind it hit differently. This wasn't just a celebrity trying to be shocking. It was a full-on reenactment of one of America's most traumatic moments, repackaged as a Halloween look. And for many people, that crossed a serious line. But before diving into the outrage, it's important to understand why this particular outfit carries such emotional weight and what it meant in history. To understand why Julia Fox's costume hit such a nerve, you have to go back to November 22nd, 1963, the day President John F. Kennedy was assassinated in Dallas, Texas. That morning, First Lady Jackie Kennedy stepped into the presidential motorcade wearing a pastel pink Chanel-style suit and matching pillbox hat, a look that would become one of the most haunting images in American history. As the car drove through Dealey Plaza, gunfire erupted. In an instant, the nation was changed forever. Jackie, sitting beside her husband, refused to leave his side. Her pink suit became stained with blood, a moment frozen in photographs, etched into public memory. When officials offered her a clean dress before swearing in Lyndon B. Johnson, Jackie refused. She reportedly said she wanted them to see what they've done. That decision turned her outfit into a powerful symbol of grief, loss, and resilience. The suit, along with her shoes and gloves, was later sealed away at the U.S. National Archives, never washed, never displayed publicly. To this day, it remains preserved exactly as it was, locked away as a piece of raw history. So when Julia Fox stepped out wearing a modern version of that same blood-stained look, it wasn't just fashion. It was a direct echo of one of America's darkest days, and that's exactly why the reaction was so explosive. But how bad did it get, and what were people actually saying online? That's where the controversy really begins. If there's one thing Julia Fox knows how to do, it's make people talk. Long before this Halloween controversy, she'd already built a reputation for turning shock into art. Whether it's stepping out in dresses made entirely of denim, painting herself silver from head to toe, or wearing outfits that look straight out of a sci-fi nightmare, Julia has always pushed fashion right to the edge. Every time people think she's gone too far, she somehow finds a new line to cross. To her fans, she's fearless, someone who turns chaos into couture. But to critics, she's an attention magnet who thrives on controversy. In past interviews, Julia's made clear that she doesn't see fashion as just clothing. It's a weapon, a form of self-expression, and sometimes a provocation. She once said she enjoys using shock value to challenge what society calls taste. So when she recreated one of the most painful moments in American history, some saw it as classic Julia, another bold statement on tragedy and fame. But others weren't so generous, calling it a new low and accusing her of glamorizing trauma for clicks. Either way, Julia Fox didn't just wear a costume that night. She reignited the debate about what counts as art and what crosses the line. And that debate only got louder once the internet caught fire. Beyond the shock and online chatter, Julia Fox's costume taps into a moment of real historical gravity. Jackie Kennedy's pink suit wasn't just clothing, it was a symbol of composure in the face of unimaginable tragedy. Historians emphasize that the First Lady's decision to remain in her blood-stained outfit was about more than personal grief. It represented continuity in government, stability for a grieving nation, and an unspoken courage that millions of Americans still remember today. today. Photos show Jackie standing beside Lyndon B. Johnson, her posture perfect even in chaos, the blood on her dress stark against the soft pink fabric. That day, the suit became a visual record of trauma, resilience, and the sudden, shocking shift of power in the United States. So when Julia Fox recreated that outfit, down to the hat, gloves, and even the fake blood, she wasn't just pulling a Halloween prank, she was referencing a real-life event that carries decades of weight, memory, and emotion. For many, that's what makes the costume so controversial. It's not just historical, it's sacred. And it raises the question, in a culture obsessed with celebrity and shock, is there anything off-limits anymore? Julia Fox once again has proven she knows how to dominate headlines and spark heated debate. Whether you see her Halloween look as daring fashion, bold art, or a step too far, there's no denying its impact. She forced the internet to confront a strange mix of history, trauma, and pop culture all at once. A costume that recalls one of the most tragic days in American history became a mirror reflecting society's fascination with shock, celebrity, and spectacle. At the end of the day, Julia didn't just wear a costume, she started a conversation. It's a reminder that in today's world, even Halloween can turn into cultural commentary, and it leaves one question lingering. When does daring art become disrespect, and who gets to decide? Love it or hate it, Julia Fox's blood-soaked Jackie Kennedy look won't be forgotten anytime soon, and the debate she ignited shows just how powerful fashion, history, and celebrity collide when they meet in one unforgettable moment.